Hello everyone, please welcome and join me Easy Steps Cooking. Please click on the bell icon. You will get all the notification of my new videos, and let's get started. Hello everyone, please welcome and join me Easy Steps Cooking. Today I'm going to share with you very tasty and delicious chicken recipe, and I'm going to make a chicken in my oven, and it will be oven roasted. Tomorrow is the Super Bowl. Many of you have requested in the past that as for party, we want to make more chicken, how we should make it delicious, and it will be also easy and simple. So I'm going to share with you today. Tomorrow is the Super Bowl. I'm a Los Angeles Rams fan. I want them to win. What do you think? Please comment below which team going to win. And I'm going to make a perfect chicken appetizer or oven roasted chicken. I have 4 trays ready for chicken drumsticks. 4 trays are ready for chicken thighs. Then I have 2 big trays for leg quarters. It's going to be delicious. I'm going to share with you in such a simple way how I'm going to make it. I'm going to make 4 trays, so if you are making bigger quantity and you wanted to make it delicious and tasty, please follow along. One thing I wanted to say from bottom of my heart, thank you each and everyone for supporting, liking, commenting, disliking and sharing Easy Steps. I'm going to make a drumsticks. These drumsticks has a skin on. I'm going to remove the skin. I have mentioned many times that my kids don't like it. They are not fond of the skin. So I always remove the skin. So it's a personal opinion. If you like the skin on, personally I do like it, the skin on. So you can leave it on. So in order to make it, you need a few things. First I'm going to have a 1 tray. Once I'm going to take the skin, I will put it in there. Then you need a 2 large bowls. 1 bowl, I'm going to put it in the sink, and we're going to fill up with the cold water. That we're going to wash the chicken prior to using it. Then, once the chicken is washed, I will take it out in this bowl. As you've been following Easy Steps, you've seen I'm really fond of these trays. My style of cooking is cooking with the water. When you put the water inside, it steams up. You can use a big tray. If you have a bigger tray or bigger oven, you have a smaller tray. I just wanted to share with you both of them. You know, you go to even Kentucky Fried Chicken and you eat the chicken, and sometimes you say that there's something, you smell fishy, the bones smell something. When you're going to follow the Easy Steps method, there will be a complete cooking. Steams, cooks through the bones. There is no weird, no funny flavors. You will enjoy it. So please follow it if you haven't followed Easy Steps method. And best of all, as I have always mentioned, I get good comments and feedback. It's really good for the ladies to clean up these pans, because once you cook it in these pans, you have a water in. It's so simple. You come and you clean it, it cleans up right away. And without wasting any time, let's get started. The first step will be getting a chicken tray, open up, and this is the fresh chicken. I'll take it out and I'll place the chicken into this bigger bowl. So we'll place it inside the bowl. If you like skin on, then it's much easier. But when you take the skin off, that takes a little longer. So I'm going to remove the second. And the third. And this is number 4. I have 4 trays which I emptied it out. This is a big bowl. It's full with the chicken. And now I'm going to let the cold water running. Please wash with cold water. I'll get another mixing bowl. Now we're going to remove the skin, and it's very easy. You just remove it, and I'll discard the skin, and I'll place the chicken drumstick into the other mixing bowl. It's very easy, and supposedly if the chicken, when you're taking the skin off and it's a slippery, you can use a napkin, but since these are fresh, it's very easy, they come off. You can use a frozen chicken drumsticks as well. Only thing you need to do, you take it out and defrost it or put it in cold water. I'm going to keep it in a mixing bowl, and once I'm going to done with all these, then I'm going to wash them again prior to doing the next step. I'm done with removing the skin from the chicken drumstick. So this is a big 4 trays, very heavy. So this is going to be a lot of chicken drumsticks. It's a 16 in each tray, so that's a 64. So now the skin is removed. The house cleaning is #1 priority on Easy Steps. So once you're done, we're going to discard this. It's gonna go into another bag. So I'll place it in the bag, and this will go into the trash. And now we have this bowl empty out. We're going to keep the cold water running, and we're going to bring all the chicken into the bowl. And now we're going to wash it again. We already washed it prior to removing the skin, but it's a good idea. We're going to wash it again. So once the chicken is washed, so I can keep this bowl up here, and we're going to make sure that we take the water. If you have a big strainer, you put it in the strainer and you take the water out, you just drain it, and that will be perfect. All the drumsticks are nicely washed and ready for the next step. We're going to get the cutting board and knife. This is very important. This tip I want to share with you. We're going to make small 3 cuts. 1, 2, 3. You can make a cut long way, you can make it sideways. I'm just going to show you. You need a sharp knife, and you need to make a cut like this. Like this. So when you make a cut, the whole reason we're doing, when we're going to put the spices, that's going to go inside, and they're going to blend in, and they're going to taste really delicious. So we're going to do the same thing. 1, 2. You don't have to cut all the way through. Then what's going to happen when you're cooking, the meat will fall apart. You just need deep enough so the masalas can go in. So I'm going to finish cutting the same way. Let's move on to the next step. I'll share with you the masala I'm going to use. You can add more chili if you like hot. You can add more salt. It's according to taste. But with this many chicken drumstick, I'm going to use a jalapeno. Really strong. I'm going to use a food processor. Only thing we're going to do, since these are big ones, so we're going to cut like this big. We're going to put it in. So that's going to go inside. It's peeled. We're going to put the ginger. And ginger is we're going to make small pieces. And then good amount of garlic cloves. Many people are going to ask what quantity. It will be according to your taste. I'm going to use a red onion, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to cut it into smaller pieces. And then we're going to put it in to the food processor. Ginger, garlic, onion, green chili, which is a jalapeno. Now we're going to bring the spices. I make a nice smooth gravy. So this is my masala dabba, and I'm going to use the salt, red chili, cumin powder, and coriander powder. These are optional. You can skip it if you don't want coriander or cumin. This is another optional. This is anardana, pomegranate powder. You can use pomegranate seed, and this is going to give us a nice flavor. Have you tried baking powder? If you haven't, please try it. That's 1 teaspoon, not too much. Cinnamon powder, we just need a half teaspoon. You don't want too much, then it will overpower the other masalas. When it comes to Indian food, tandoori chicken, any meat, you name it, it's all colorful. It's not a natural color, we enhance the color. So this color is strictly optional. So I'm going to use some red-orange color, not too much. So like half teaspoon. I'm going to use olive oil. You can use any vegetable oil. I'll place the cover and we're going to run it and we're going to make it nice smooth gravy. It's all done. It does not take that long. All the masalas are combined together. It's a smooth gravy. Now the next step is to marinate. All the chicken drumsticks, I made 2 to 3 cuts, and now preheat my oven and I'll press bake. We're going to keep the temperature to 500 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 260 degrees Celsius, and we're going to start it. At the same time, I'll bring the trays. The top tray, we're going to keep it here. This is the tray we're going to use it. And the same thing with the bigger tray. I'm going to open it. The bottom rack, I'm going to put the bigger tray, just like this, and the smaller tray, we're going to put it on top. So I'm going to fill up the water. It's a good idea to get hot water. If it's like a hot steaming water, then it will take less time for our preheat. But if you put a cold water, as the temperature rises, the water is going to boil. That's all we need. I have hot water, so I'll place the water inside the tray. Fill the tray halfway. You don't need to fill all the way. So this is good enough, and we'll close it. Now it's 190 degrees Fahrenheit. It's going to preheat at 500 degrees Fahrenheit. And now we're going to start with the next step. I'll get the mixing bowl. If you haven't tried like this, please try. You're going to like it. This is going to be our masala, and it's going to be hot. So I'm going to scoop out all the masala into the pot. Once you scoop out all the masala, so this is how our nice smooth masala looks. And now we're going to bring the chicken drumstick into our masala. When you have this many chicken drumsticks, please make sure that you have a big mixing bowl. The chicken drumsticks are transferred, and now I want to share the tip with you. I'm going to wash my hands. If you are using a gloves, then it's good as a personal hygiene. When it comes to traditional cooking, you always mix everything with your hands. If you prefer wearing gloves, you can do so. This tip I want to share with you. Get any vegetable oil. If I'm using olive oil, I'm going to just put a little amount, not too much. Just like a quarter teaspoon. And then I'm going to put it on my hands, just like this. And on my finger, on both sides, just like this. The whole reason we did it, lubricating our hands, this is going to help us. When we're going to mix the masala is not going to get into our hand. And when we're going to wash it, then after one wash, when you're going to smell it, there will be no more smell. So that's the tip I want to share with you. Now we're going to mix it real nicely. So I'm going to do a good mix. Now many people are going to ask me, how long we have to marinate? Well, marination is always preferable. If you do it overnight and cook it in morning, this is perfect. When it comes to easy steps, everything is easy. I'm not going to marinate. This is the time we're going to marinate. If you look at the temperature, it's rising to 363 degrees Fahrenheit. As soon as it's going to do the 500 degrees Fahrenheit, we're going to lay out chicken drumsticks on our tray and we're going to stick it inside the oven. So the marination time, there is no marination. Once it's nicely mixed, if you look at, this is what I was saying, the nice gravy and those cut, the masala goes inside. Once all the spices are nicely marinated, we're going to left it in there, and now I'm going to wash it. We added the color. My hands are still nice and clean. The smell gonna go away. So that's the tip I wanted to share with you. So now we're going to get the trays. As our oven is preheating, it's already 452 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to put those two trays on top of it. So first we're going to start with the bigger tray. Now it's very important, since we have so many chicken drumsticks. We're going to lay out the chicken drumstick, one facing this way, the other facing this way. So I'm going to keep continuing laying out the chicken. We have laid out chicken drumstick on this tray, and now we're going to get the small tray and we'll place it. As you heard the beep, the oven is preheated at 500 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm almost done stacking up all the chicken drumsticks. I have one more to go. And this is perfect. So if you look at, there is no more masala. It's all mixed with our chicken drumstick. So if you have some leftover, you just place it on top where you see that chicken drumstick needs masala, just add it. So we're going to do that. When you're going to open it, please be careful. It's going to be hot. I'm going to turn my fan on. It's going to be smoky, hot. Look at this, the smoke. We're going to pull the tray a little bit out. So don't burn yourself, just be careful. This is one of the reasons I was saying, don't fill up the water all the way. Fill halfway. We're going to place it straight, right on top of it. Now the second tray, that's going to go on the top. So after putting the chicken, the bigger tray on the bottom, the other one in the center, we're going to close it. I have turned the light on and you can see the chicken. Half an hour, I'm not going to bother it. So after half an hour, we're going to keep eye on it. Since we have two trays, I'm going to go back and I'm going to open it and we're going to flip the chicken over. If you're cooking with one tray, you really don't need to. And once it's going to be done, it will be super moist, juicy and tender. Since we use the tray, house cleaning is very important. We're going to clean it, all the masala from here. Make sure that it's nicely clean. And now we're going to work on our chicken thighs. It will be the same process. I'm going to remove the skin. If there is any fat, that I'm going to trim it and cooking for exactly half an hour. If we have one tray, 30 minutes to 40 minutes, chicken is all done. So you just have to keep eye watching how it's doing. So I'm going to open it. When I'm going to open it, be careful, it's going to be real hot. Look at this. And if I can close in, look at it. The chicken is nicely, if you see the legs start to pull back, it's pulling really nicely. So I'm going to really quickly, and I'm going to turn the chicken pieces over like this, and then I'm going to put it back again. Just be careful when we're going to pull this tray, it's going to be really filled with water. And just we're going to pick it up and I'm going to place it right on the countertop. We have a one tray at the bottom. I'm just going to bring that tray on the top. This tray, I'll place it on the top. Be careful, don't burn yourself. So I'll bring the smaller tray and I'll put it at the bottom. That one we flipped it already. This one we really don't need to flip it. I'm just going to put it as is. I'm going to watch it for 10 minutes, then I'm going to open it and we're going to flip it. So as you see, the both trays are cooking. We switch the tray. Now the top tray, I'm going to give 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes, I'm going to flip them over. So that way it will be nicely cooked from both sides. You really don't have to turn it over, as I mentioned earlier on my previous videos, if you're cooking with the one tray. And also if you look at so many chicken drumsticks, it's totally overcrowded. So I'm going to share with you once we're going to done with this. The chicken is all done and I'm going to open it. Be careful when you open it. I'm going to take out the chicken drumstick. What I've done after, once it's done, I turn off the oven and I let it sit 5 minutes inside so that they can cool down. And look at these. They are fully cooked. They are so delicious as we are taking it out. And it's just cut through, so juicy. So let me take it out and then I'm going to share with you. It's so delicious. Super delicious. The party time. And if I pick up any chicken piece, look at this. This is so delicious. This is so super moist. Look at this. It's super moist. So good. Very delicious. I have to finish the video, so I'm going to eat up later. Please try and you're going to love it. If you haven't tried Easy Steps method, please try it. If you found this video to be helpful, please like, share and subscribe Easy Steps Cooking. Thank you and have a good day. Bye-bye.